They tell me you're the only person for the job. I need you to do the impossible.
What am I looking for?
The sum of all my sins.
Thank you very much, first of all, for the interview. Do you think in this era of the Me Too movement and Time's Up, this character can resonate different from the other portrayers of Lisbeth Salander?
I think it's really interesting because the script and the idea for this story was around before the Me Too movement, and I think it's been sort of so eye-opening making it whilst that was going on, and I think the significance of Lisbeth and what she stands up for and what she's been through herself, and that she's a survivor, is something that won't be lost now in the world where many more people are aware of that. So I don't know. I mean, we'll have to wait and see how it's received and how in that sense. I think, but you know, as a woman, her and what she's been through and what she stands up for was very, very important to me. So.
I went to the set in Berlin, and the atmosphere was very international. Mm-hmm. And starting with the Fede Alvarez, no, who is from Uruguay, do you think that maybe in some way his Latin roots bring something extra or different directing you actors, or not?
I think that Fede really, I think that anyone who has a distance from something is helpful, I think. I often think that. I think if you revere something too much, or you're too kind of handling it carefully because, you know, it's so important to your identity as a country or something like that, it means it's quite a difficult thing to then just stand back and go, we need to make this film and it needs to be this. And I think Fede comes at it from a different angle, and he comes at it from... He is a true filmmaker to his bones, and so I think he brings himself to it, and he's a very special person. And I think he will make it. It's so musical the way he makes films, and he's so kind of, and Pedro, the DOP as well. I mean, very, very, very lucky.
Question: why do you think the fascination of the people and audiences to Lisbeth Salander and the characters from Stieg Larsson novels, why are they so much into it? Not just the books, but also the films in different versions.
I think because I think she, even though everybody probably would want to accept it, they all see themselves as her in a way. She's a complete underdog, and she's also incredibly socially free, like in the sense that she doesn't, you know, she's not tied down by anything. She's very, very sexually open and free, and she's I think that she sort of is what everybody would like to be, what everyone's afraid of, and what everyone also sort of knows secretly is lurking inside them, and so that everyone sort of recognises themselves really is the thing.
Thank you very much for the interview.
Thank you.
Pleasure.